I'm Airman First Class Natasha Yarbrough. On September 11, 2001, our nation suffered an attack that would change the way we do things forever. And although it's been 11 years since then, the memories of that day still remain fresh. Where were you on September 11th in 2001?
I was at Fort Meade, Maryland, inside my office, right outside of NSA.
In Washington, D.C., and I noticed the plane was coming down low, and I happened to told my partner, I said, man, that plane's kind of low. 5 minutes later, they said they hit the Pentagon.
I was actually in the classroom when someone came in and said what exactly had happened. I just remember like crying and going home and watching it on the news for days with my family and just in shock and disbelief that this was actually happening.
I was in middle school. I was walking home. Actually, I was in class, but I didn't know exactly what was happening until I was walking home. My mom called me and was trying to explain to me what had happened.
On September 11th, 2001, I was in my college dorm room as a freshman at the University of Illinois.
On September 11, 2001, I was working on Capitol Hill for the House of Representatives.
How were you affected by the attacks?
I mean, that was really a formative experience as a young adult to see something like that happen on American soil. It's something that I'll never forget, and it's one of my principal reasons why I wanted to join the Armed Forces.
It was pretty much surreal because we heard about it. I had a TV in my office, so I saw when the airplane hit the Twin Towers, and then we just sort of went into military mode because I was active duty at the time, and we just sort of went with it. You didn't think, you didn't have time to think until later. So about 3 o'clock in the morning when I was driving home is when it really kind of hit me that our country has changed.
It's part of the reason I'm here today. Military service just became a part of my life after that.
I guess after I got home and had a moment to think about it, you know, my heart was just so filled, and hearing the news and the number of people and watching what appeared to be people just jumping out, it was just horrendous. It was too much for me that day. It was a really sad day.
I think I definitely realized that something could happen at any time, and to be happy and to live each day to the fullest, and just appreciate my family and friends a lot more.
At the time, I don't think I really understood the impact, at least not in regards to what it would do later on. But my dad's always been in the Special Forces and the Army, so that was my first thought, what's going to happen to my dad, basically, and he got shipped off immediately.
It's affected us tremendously. I mean, as far as like, even down on Capitol Hill, you can't go on certain streets, you can't park on certain streets, so it affected our life a lot. You know, even coming on a military base, I mean, all the restrictions we have now because of 9/11.
And how do you feel that our nation has changed since then?
I think we've become more aware of what's out there. Not only us in the military, but even the public themselves. So that's a good thing. We need to be aware of those threats and be vigilant in that all of us are looking out for those threats, because there's just certain people in the world that don't like us too much.
Deployments and stuff picked up, and as a country in a whole, I feel that we're closer involved together and support the military a lot more.
I would say we're more vigilant. I would say we're maybe more bonded, stronger. I think just more aware and more vulnerable in some ways.
I think that the country is better prepared. It always helps to be living near Andrews Air Force Base.
It's been a tremendous, heartbreak, first of all, and also it's been an eye-opener. But our country still bleeds as a result of 9/11. It's still very saddening, and I have a lot of mixed emotions about it right now.
It's just something that I'll never forget. I'll always remember.